start with the homage. Everybody, join.
Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Amitabha, everyone.
Oh.
阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛法师。
吉祥。
吉祥。
Today we are going to discuss the topic where the Sakyamuni Buddha attained the enlightenment through this topic. One of the important topic I think we shall understand. Like what Venerable Master Shin say, one can without faith, but we have to know, we have to understand about the causes, condition, and effect. So today the topics that we're going to cover are causes, conditions, effects, the meaning of cause and effect, law of cause and effect across the 3 time period, karmic rewards and distribution, 12th link of dependent origination, metaphors of cyclic existence. So I try my best to discuss about this. And I think we just discuss about the principle, and then later we will be more understand, and we will observe in our daily life how is it come and go. So this is the first paragraph from, if you have book, from page 49, the causes, condition, and effect. The first paragraph, Sakyamuni Buddha attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. He was awakened to the truth of the universe and life dependent origination. Everything in this world is related on causes and supported by conditions to give rise to effect. So this is the questions and answer. The red color is the answer that you have to answer during the exam. So it's very easy for you to find the answer, because during this global Buddhist exam, don't worry if you don't understand or you don't know how to answer. Actually, you can do open book. This time, yeah, open book. And but I think it's better if you understand, then you can just write it down the answer. No? So let's see what is the dependent origination. Okay. So we know the dependent origination, it has to have this formula. Causes plus condition equal to effect. So from this image, we see what are the causes. So causes maybe is this company, they would like to have a research. So this is the cost. These are the causes. Then condition, what are the condition? So this lady, or maybe this scientist, she is one of the condition, and we need the sources like the budget and the research materials, everything. Those are the condition. And also we need time for this research to done. And what is the effect? The effect maybe is this bottle of chemical that they going to research, and I think it's success because it's in the color they wanted, maybe. So the dependent origination, from what we see normally, it's already effects, and many times we forgot to go back to look into the causes and condition. For example, if you will see someone get angry in the middle of the road, you will see, how come this lady keep angry and then, just shouting on the road. But we didn't see the cause and condition that what make this lady shout in the middle of the road. So then maybe we will determine, this lady is very fierce, and this lady is something wrong with this lady. So we are Buddhist, so we have to learn the causes condition, and we have to not just to see the effect, but we try to understand the causes and condition. Like what our yet president Scott, one time he explained to us, before he learned about Buddhism, maybe he see things in one dimension, but after he learned about Buddhism, he can see things in 3Ds. What is this mean? That means he's not just seeing the effect, but then he learned how to see the causes and condition to make this thing happen. So by the way, Scott is the son of Luisa. Okay.
I heard my name.
You have very good son, smart, intelligent. Maybe the cause is the mother, super intelligent. That's why there has an effect of the son.
It's the genes. He refused to agree.
And Luisa might want to say, the condition is also I send my son to the temples.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's a very, very big factor.
And also,
that's a very big factor. And
of
also,
course,
he went to Taiwan to our Songlin. Very, very good influence. It changed him.
So those are the conditions that make
Yes.
how we start now. Okay, let's see about this causes condition for this plant, the vegetables. This seems tauge, but it's not tauge because come with the green leaf. Anyway, what is the cause for this from the image? What is the cause?
It's a seedling, like what's that, bean?
Yeah, it's the seed. No?
Mhm.
And what are the conditions?
It is
The
planted
soil,
in the
The
soil.
soil, collect the soil,
Water,
sunlight,
water, the space, the land, sunlight, waters, and of course we need also labor of farmers to take care of those seeds to turn to this effect to become are not toge and
Toge.
rivers.
what's the
And then
focus?
lumpia. After toge and then lumpia.
And of course, this effect will not become the watermelon, right? Because it's definitely is not watermelon. Okay. And if the seed, we put it on the table, it is also not right because the condition is not right for this toge to be grown, right? So it cannot be if we just leave a seed and we expect we just leave a seed on the table and we expect it will be grown. So it is impossible. The condition is not right. So if you want to have an effect, the right effect, then we have to have the cause and condition to get right. Sometimes we have the cause, but then the condition is not right. We cannot get the effect. Sometimes we want the effect, but then the condition is not right also. So definitely we cannot get the right effect. For example, we put a watermelon seed. We cannot expect it grow papaya. Definitely will not happen, right? But many times we human being, we always forget. Later we will discuss more about this also. So again, Master Shingins reminded us a person can be without faith, but still must believe in causes, condition, and effect. Everything in this universe and life relates to one another. Everything existence depends on one another for its causes and condition. For example, if you want to have this Wednesday humanistic Buddhism study group to be happen, if just myself, it cannot be. So I need Irvin to turn on the Zoom meeting. And if it's only two of us, it cannot be also. We need you guys to come together, and then this study group will be happening. So we need in this universe, we cannot live alone. We need everyone to, we depend on everyone for everything. So maybe a person he stay alone. He say, oh, I don't need anyone. I don't need relative. I don't need parents. I can just be alone. But then don't forget, if you stay at home, even if you're just staying at home, you need to buy food. Where do you get the food? And the food also has the origin, the causes and condition for you to have the meal every day. So that is also, we say, we have to rely on others, and it is relates to one another in our life. So because one understands causes, condition, and effect, one realizes that everything in life has its reason for coming about. So in therefore, we have to learn to the self responsibility in every of our action, or what we want to be happen. So the effect that we want, then we have to really plant the seed, or we have to make sure the condition is right. So from the book also, the page 50, it has the Sutra of Cause and Effects of the three time spirits. It mentioned, why is that one has clothes and food? It results from offering tea and rice to poor in the past. And we can just see from now, why do I have example, why do I have 3 meals every day? Because of the donation from others, from the temple. Okay, because of the donation from others, we people will send rice, people will send vegetables, and we have cooked. So those are the conditions, assistance to make the effect happen. So the effect is the meal, the everyday meals, so we can eat. And this is what we can see from the present life. And because in the Sutra of Cause and Effect of the three time spirits, some of you might still curious, is it true that we have 3 time spirits? The past, present, and future life. Is it true that it will happen? Many, that is also later we will go to the 12 link of dependent origination. We will check also the how is it a person to be born. No? So in the cause from the sutra, that the 3 periods, the 3 time periods, the cause and condition, it mentioned the cause and effect are not temporarily. Instead, they extend through the 3 time periods. It is why now we can see the effect. And what we are doing now is actually the cause that for our future life. what we are doing now. Right? Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. What is my concept? What is once has many friends? What do you think?
Many friends.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good to everyone. He creates good affinities with everyone.
Yeah. He's polite, he's friendly. That's why many people like to be friendly with this
Yeah.
person, right? So
Yes.
this is also the cause that we create for ourselves, the karma we create for ourselves. That's why we can see the effect. People, what is it? Some people don't like to go near to this person. Maybe it is very fierce, don't like to smile and all. So that's why people don't like to go near because they got afraid of this person, right? So if you want the effect, what effect that we want to create, definitely we have to uh, check out the cause and condition, um, the action that we have to do. Then only we can see the right effect that we want. Hmm. So actually the principle of causes, condition, and effect, it is very simple. Um, for example, if many people they will ask, why is it the person is doing unwholesome deeds, but yet he's still very rich? This is because in the past life, maybe he has good deeds and his saving accounts still have money. He still has he still have the merits um, to enjoy. That's why. And it's also the principle of cause and condition. We cannot be confused. The person who doing the person who doing bad deeds or having crimes, you cannot say, oh, because you do bad, so you cannot go to get the money from the bank. So this one, we cannot say like that, right? So at the same time, also the person who always do good deeds of helping others, but then maybe he is poor, but he has a good heart. But the debts that he owed other people, he still have to repay back because there is a debt that he borrowed that he owed others. Um, maybe either from present life or the previous life. Uh, this life he poor, maybe in the previous life he's not uh, doing well. That's why this lifetime he has to um, be in this way. You know? So the that's why the sutra is always mentioned. Now, what we are doing the what we are doing now is actually the effect in our future. So what are we having now is what we did in the past life, right? So the principle is very simple. What we do, definitely we will get what we have. And we cannot mix up. We're saying, now um, I want to have a healthy body, and then I sleep late. I don't eat. Then I expect I have healthy body. It cannot be. So because the condition is not right. And if I so so this one, the meaning of cause and effect. Every action, including spoken words and thoughts, has its cause and effect. Wholesome and unwholesome causes each have their corresponding effect. As do right and wrong, emptiness and existence, phenomena and principle. Thus are the causes, thus are effect, and they cannot be confused. Why is it we say like that? Because many times when we go for prayer and all, people might tell the Buddha, you bless me have a longevity life. How to have longevity life? It is not Buddha bless you to have longevity life, but through your action, whether your life you live healthy or not. If you always work late, you don't have enough sleep, you don't eat, that's what I say, you always get sick, and then you expect yourself to have longevity because you have worship to the Buddha. It cannot be. And I think Venerable Master Xing Yun is also saying this in a very good way. He say if praying to the Buddha is a cause of praying to Buddha is the cause and effect of religious faith, it has nothing to do with longevity. Then generosity leads to good affinities, not to good health. Because sometimes we think, now I offer you this, so make sure that you bless me with good health. I want to have a healthy body. You make sure how you give me a healthy body. But that the condition, the cause and condition is not right. That what you expect the effect is wrong. No? So to be healthy, one needs to exercise, eat nutrition food, and for fertility, the healthy. Only we can have. It's not we worship to the Buddha and please bless me with healthy body. If we didn't have the right condition, just like what we mentioned just now, the causes and condition effect. If you put the seed on the table and then you expect it will grow a tree, it cannot be. The condition is not right. Okay. So this is also very interesting questions. I'm a Buddhist. Why am I still involved in a car accident? It is the same. People ask, I'm a Buddhist. Why am I still get sick? So even some Buddhists, I'm a Buddhist, I cannot get sick. So I cannot announce to others, I cannot let others know. Please keep this secret. I'm a Buddhist, I cannot get sick. Well, we are laughing, but then really there are people who like that. Because we don't understand really the cause, condition, and effect. That's why we think I'm a Buddhist, so I should be like an Iron Man. I cannot get sick. Then,
It's called Pian Tao. Yeah.
Master, I have a question, Venerable Master.
yeah.
I don't know if this is true or not, but they said that sometimes I don't know if it's causes and conditions, but sometimes let's say once you start getting, let's say, practicing Buddhism, and the more you start learning more, there seems to be more hindrance that kind of stops you from it. Is that part of cause and condition, or is it just because then now that you're Buddhist, then you start realizing it where before you don't? I'm just don't know.
Yeah, actually, I heard this from Venerable Yongpen also. She explained it is, in Chinese we say, 道高一尺，魔
高一丈吗？
魔高一丈。So when you have this practice, it seems like you already have the cultivation, and so the evil will like to come to attack you, to test you whether you are really has the cultivation not. So, for example, myself, maybe I shared this also before. Before I renounce, I have this vow. I want to be volunteer in the temple. So, I'm very happy that they already prepared. I want to go to the temple, and when I drive halfway, what happened? My tire punctured. I cannot go to the temple halfway. I have to settle my car. I have to settle my car before I can proceed to next. So, and then this is only one time. And the next time, next day also, I want to go to the temple, and then my colleague or my boss called me. Oh, you have to do this, do that. So again, stop me from going to the temple. But then it is all still depend on me whether I want to plan my date or my time properly to go to temple again. If one time, two time, I got tested and said, never mind, give up na lang. Because every time when I have the vow, want to be a volunteer, and then so many things happen to me. If I didn't vow anything, and then I can just stay at home watching TV, so relaxing. Why do I have to vow to be volunteer, and then so many hindrances coming to me? The challenges. No? So, yes, I believe also. And Venerable Monk said, Yongpan say one words that make me also like, wake up and say, it is only because you have cultivation. That's why the evil likes to come to you. If you have nothing, then no one want to come to challenge you. Maybe we can also think.
Thank you, Master.
Okay, so this very interesting answer that Master Shin say. Commonly, the car accident are caused by speeding or inattention, right? Or you drunk or anything. That's why you involved in the car accident, because we are not mindful in driving. That's why we have involved in the car accident. It's nothing to do whether I'm a Buddhist or non-Buddhist. If I'm not careful, then still, no. But even like that, but I still believe if we sometimes we are not mindful, or I believe what we mentioned last time, if you already uphold the 5 precepts, there are the Dharma protectors of Bodhisattva around us. Sometimes if we want to do bad deeds, then there another person or sound that the second thoughts come to you that ask you, hey, you shouldn't do this. This is not right. So I assume that is the Dharma protector who reminded us. So I remember one time when I drove, it also, I think maybe a few times. Sometimes I have to drive long journey and I nearly fall asleep. And because it's in highway long journey and the big truck is in front of me, and suddenly the other truck is coming out from his trackway. And if I continue to what do you call fall asleep, then maybe I will involve in the accident. But suddenly it seemed like someone is calling me out, waking me up, that, oh, what am I doing? I'm in the car now. So I got awake from that. So maybe this is what we call the faith that we believe, the protection from the Buddha, that because we believe in the faith, no? And of course, if I didn't realize also, I continue to sleep, whether I'm Buddhist or non-Buddhist, again, I still involved in the accident. Okay, so we are grateful for everything. And we're going to discuss this because many people has misconception conception about the causes and condition. We always thought that, okay, now I offer this to the Buddha, to the Sangha, to the Triple Gem, and then I expect something good in return. But of course, you do the good deeds, you will have the good karmic in return. But then you do not expect, now I want this, I want that, but you are not really offer it in a good intention because you are asking a return. Oh. Okay. What is cause and effect? What is cause and effect? It is simple. Plan what one wants to reap. The causes and effect is what we want to have, what we expect the effect. Then we have to plan it well. So we plan the rose seed. We cannot expect it come out to be water lily. It cannot be. So if we want to reap a beautiful rose, then we have to make sure the seed that we put into the soil is correct. And then, of course, we have to take care of it every day. Huh? So again, in Buddhism, everything has its cause and effect. So the economy has it cause and effect. So there's morality and ethic, health, and affinity with others and others people. So we want to reap what we wanted. We must plan what accordingly. That's what we say just now. We cannot just say, now I offer to the Buddha, and then Buddha, you bless me to have a good business and all. And then you didn't take care of your customer well. Then you say, oh, I already prayed to Buddha. Buddha will take care of my business. It cannot be. Okay. Wholesome action leads to wholesome retribution. Unwholesome action leads to unwholesome retribution. And oops, sorry. So say not that there are no retribution. It is only a matter of time. Because many people, they think, how come this person is so nice and good, and how come he live in the, so difficult, the having financial difficulties, or he lost a job and anything. Why is it this good person don't have a good karma? And while there are people who doing bad things still live in luxury life, because the retribution is not yet come. Here is that is just a matter of time. So don't be hurried. What you plant, you will get what you received. So for the law of cause and effect across the 3 times periods. The 3 time periods here are the past, present, and future life. Okay. So do cause, effect, and karmic retribution exist in this world? Do you think? Do you believe in this? Sherry? Sherry, yeah.
Yes.
You believe?
Yes, I believe that there is a cause and effect.
And then you can see the cause and effect in your life.
Yes. by the time that we open up our eyes, we already think of something. There's already a cause. Whatever we do, that is the effect.
Whatever you do, that's effect. Maybe can you just elaborate it? I just want to make sure that that your my explanation you understand.
It depends. My example, when I wake up in the morning, I already planned what, as a mom, I already planned what I'm going to do for my husband and to my son and daughter. So I don't know if this is right, but the effect is after they already, example, the food that I gave to them, um, the effect is if they already receive and eat on it, and they will tell me, even they didn't tell me, you can see that they're happy and they are appreciate what I've done. So that is an effect.
Okay, so
That's it.
let's see if you say you want to you already have the course, you tonight you want to, you already think, okay, you already plan tomorrow morning I'm going to prepare breakfast, so this is the course, you're going to prepare breakfast. And then so the next day you wake up on time, so the condition is right because you wake up. So then the ingredient that you're going to prepare, and then you have the gas and everything, you prepare it, that there are the conditions. So the effect is the breakfast in front of your family members. And then of course when you see them, they are happy, they are enjoying, that's also part of the effect already. Okay, thank you, you're right.
Master, shouldn't that be the karmic retribution? If you since everyone eat and everyone's all happy.
Yes, that's also the karmic retribution already. Cause, effect, and karmic retribution. No, so this one reaps what one sows, whether wholesome or unwholesome. Each cause will have a corresponding karmic result. So whether we do good or bad, there are karmic result with it. Just like if
It will have karmic result, no exchange rate.
no exchange rate, correct? For example, if Cheryl's breakfast, maybe on that day, the morning, she's in a good mood, and then the coffee that she make, she put a lot of sugar or milk. then the result is too sweet already. Or maybe the morning is not in a good mood, and then the rice, the fried rice that she fried, too many salt, too salty. So this is also the cause and effect to bring this karmic result. What is it? Wholesome or unwholesome? But definitely I believe she has created the wholesome karmic because she has a good intention to make sure that the family member has a nutrition breakfast. Okay, with this, we understand to understand the law of cause and effect and karmic retribution, one must understand what is meant by the saying, present life experience are the result of deeds in the past life. So what I said just now, what we have now is actually the result from the present life. And present life deeds will be the cause of future life experience. Okay, so below there is a Chinese words you can see from cause and effect until the meaning of effect, the meaning of cause and effect until the law of cause and effect across the 3 time periods up to karmic rewards and retribution. They're still with this line to understand the law of cause and effect. This one, present life experiences are the results of deeds in the past life. Present life deeds will be the cause of future life experiences. So this is very obvious. This will be the questions and the answers will be in the red, okay? Okay. Oh. Let's try this. In Buddhism, the what of unwholesome and unwholesome causes and effect stretch across the how many time periods? From past to present, from present to future, and from future to beyond. This also known as a cycle of. Let's see. This is from the. This is already from the karmic rewards and retribution. So, in Buddhism, the consequences of wholesome and unwholesome causes and effect stretch across the 3 times periods from past to present, from present to future, and from future to beyond. This is also known as a cycle of afflictions, karma, and suffering. So, this question, is it okay?
It's a bit hard to feel. Uh, the last part, the karma and suffering. When the words are there to understand it, but when you ask a test, it might be hard to figure out what the correct answers are. Thank you.
Easy to read, but difficult to practice. Just like why Venerable Master Xing is promoting this 3 acts of goodness, the same thing, just to make sure that, because we always believe in the 3 times periods, that's why we have to have responsibility on our action. Then we have to make sure that the things that we do, because now we are actually planting seed for our future, and what we are having now is the past, the result from the past. No? So, okay.
Master, I have one more question.
Yes.
Yes, Master. What if, let's say, okay, we're trying to practice wholesome and wholesome deeds, right? But let's say, example, there are things that, of course, that we do have the good intention, but the results actually it's not. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, example, example, when you said that example of you're making the coffee and you're in a good mood, you wanted to give that person coffee, so you want to make it sweet so that it tastes good, so the person would enjoy it. But it turned out that person's diabetic and you don't know it. So of course, you let him drink it, and it's actually not wholesome for him. What about those? What kind of would there be a matter for that, the law of cause and effect for that, or karmic retribution?
You mean?
I mean, like how they say that sometimes the ways to hell is paved by good intention. You know, I mean, the road to hell is paved by good intention. So our intention is good, but not necessarily the person who would receive it would get it. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, not necessarily. I wanted to help, but ye pang ye mang. It's like that.
Not
So
necessarily the
it's like
person
that.
would like to accept it.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
or
Yeah, it's like
appreciate
that.
it.
Yeah. That's why sometimes we also have to learn not to, expect what people will also like we are doing what we like, and then we expect the person have to like also. Especially the parents, no, they are to protect the children. So they plan ahead. Okay, because I previously my family cannot afford to provide me education. So make sure now you have to study well, and then I will send you to overseas, and then you have to take this course and all. So to me, my intention is good as a parent. My intention is good because I gone through the suffering. So I want to make sure that my kids now is not, avoid from the suffering. That's why I prepare everything that I think is good. But then the condition is not right because maybe the kid's interest is not being a doctor. Maybe the kids like to be a singer. But then we insist that this kid has to be a doctor. So it is an effect that we wanted to plan, but the condition is not right. So if the condition is not right, the children, the kids will not, appreciate, or they will not study well to become a doctor.
We still need wisdom.
I think middle path. How do we practice the middle path?
Thank you, Master. Sorry to add so much question, because we're in the topic. That's why.
No, I think it's good. It is good to discuss about this so that we also have to make things clear, the causes, condition, and effect, and then with the karmic retribution. Okay. So at the back here, karma refer to what? Karma is actually what we do, the actions. Karma is actions, which will surely yield result. So the action, anything that you say, even Jerome asking the question, if I do this, you still have your karma. The karma is maybe the person appreciate or not appreciate, even though you have this good intention. But you will see the result, right? Since you already have the action, you already make the coffee. Whether the person will appreciate or not, that is the result also, right? Okay, so this is also another question that might come out. Karma refer to actions, which will surely yield results. Okay. Oh, well, I think I already jumped up. Okay, never mind. We just go this. Sorry. Okay. All right. Now we will go to the founding of dependent origination. Okay. So what is life to you? Is it only birth and death? Or you say no, it's birth, old age, sickness, and death, and then that's already game over. To Buddhism, we believe in rebirth. That's why our life is not just birth and death. But maybe other religion, they believe after that, then no more. So maybe the life is just in a straight line, but to us, it's not like that. We learn about the traveling of dependent origination. Actually, we come in a cycle. So why is a person, how is this person formed? How is this, how we come from it? Remember last week, you guys asked, Erwin asked, what is a person can bring if it's dead? So the consciousness, how is this baby come? Because of the ignorance acts, and ignorance, and then there is act for mental formation, and then it has the consciousness. I mean, for example, you just imagine a mother conceive a baby. So from ovary, sperm, and then there is a consciousness already. And after that, a few weeks or months, it will form, name and form. So for the consciousness is actually from the alaya that we say. That's why we have the 3 times spirits, because we bring the alaya from the previous lives to now this life, and then we have the form like this. And what is this form? The name is actually the heart or the spiritual effect that we can feel, we can sense. And the form is actually like the object, you know. And then after that, after a few months, we already have the 6 sense of organs. What are those 6 sense of organs? Ears, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. And then after we have the 6 sense of organ, we try to contact. We try to contact, no? Then when we try to contact, we start to have the feeling. When we have the feeling, then we want to have this, want to have that. We try to curve for something. And after we curve, we want to have it, we clinging in it, and we want to have it already becoming something. And then we go to birth. After we birth, we will grow, aging, and death again. And then the cycle is, you know, it's like just the beats that we have, the beats we have, one beat in the cycle. Yes, I mean. So when, if you will see this one, the consciousness, you know, here, if we say this one, from here, this is our previous ignorance, mental formation, consciousness. This is like our previous life. Then now we have the name, form, 6 organs, 6 sense of organs, contact, feeling, curving, clinging, becoming. Now this is our present. And then to birth, aging, and death is the present. So this one we can also separate it to the 3 times periods. It is a one circle. We keep repeating because we have ignorance, because we have the 3 poison and all. That's why we keep coming. We have affliction and we have to bear the karma. We come back again and again. So that's why we hope that we also have to plant the seed. Like I want to become Buddha. I want to break these rules of the traveling of dependent origination. Before, maybe I afraid to say, oh, I want to, become a Buddha, but after I heard about Venerable Master Yongpen say, if you didn't plant a seed to become a Buddha, so this seed will not happen. So we have to plant the seed, then we have to be confident in our cultivation path. Maybe this lifetime it cannot be, but it's okay because of rebirth. We still have hope. We can come back again because this lifetime we didn't do good. So next lifetime we have to be better. So many people misconcept thought that rebirth is something is suffering. We have to repeat. But after read about what Master Hsing Yung's Buddha Dhamma, I realized that it's actually a bright side of us, like seeing the future or hope that, like what she say, this lifetime is not good, never mind, we still have another. So that we can continue to cultivate. So we believe we are the Buddha in the future. Okay, so we have to plant the seed. I want to be a Buddha also. Okay. So human life span across 3 time periods, past, present, and future. Then Buddhism explained this process with the cycle of the what? Traveling of dependent origination. So that's what we just mentioned. And let's review, if you still remember, the traveling of origination. The traveling of dependent origination. The first one, because of
ignorance.
Ignorance.
Yeah, because of ignorance. And then after ignorance,
That's
That's all.
形式啊. That's mental formation.
mental
it?
formation.
Is it
And-
Brother
formation?
Erwin, don't you have a song for this? Like the eightfold path?
无名形式. Then
Jerome, maybe
consciousness.
you can compose a song. We have 3 acts of Venus.
Yeah,
Song
this
composition.
one not yet because the Siddhartha is still up to the point of after the Buddha became enlightened and then a little forward. So still haven't discussed the dependent or destination. So we have to have part 3 po.
Siddhartha part 2.
Part 2 already extended to talk about 3 different stories, but not yet reached the dependent origination.
Jerome will write the script, and then Erwin will be the director. Louisa can be the actress.
Okay.
Okay.
Consciousness.
Oh, consciousness. that's
Consciousness,
right.
correct. After
Then
the consciousness, the
name
brain
and
comes
form.
Name
in.
and form.
Yeah, name and form. And after that,
6 sense organs.
right.
Wow!
Amiel, you make a song na, you memorize it already.
Si Amiel, teacher na siya.
No, I'm thankful
Buddhist
because
teacher.
We can think because of the ignorance. That's why we have action, right? Mental formation.
yes.
And once we have action already, okay, then we think of a baby conceived. There's a brain coming
Yeah,
in,
this
then
one.
there's this object, then there are already 6 sense of organs, and what will happen?
Contact.
Feeling, Feeling.
Contact, feeling, craving,
feeling,
Yeah,
becoming.
becoming,
Craving. Just craving pa.
craving,
becoming,
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 and then
Birth.
birth na.
aging and death.
Yeah, and that. Bingo. You have already
Wow!
20 points. I don't know, but this is what you will answer. Everything you have to write it out for this. 12 link of dependent origination. The 12 of this, you have to write it down. Okay. Okay, now we will go to the cyclic existence. This will be the this will be the last now. The principle of cyclic existence enables one to transcend the bonds of divine control. It allows one to clearly understand that destiny is controlled not by gods or deities, but by one's
Karma.
Action.
karma. Action is karma, karma. Okay, correct. We have to always remember the causes, condition, and effect. The effect is what we determine. What we want to reap. That's why we have that. So the karma is what we want to. The karma is controlled by ourselves. Is managed by ourselves. So the same thing. We can determine our own life. Our life is not controlled by anyone. Even you say, oh, in Chinese, we say after we die, we will go down to the hell and the what Yan Lo Wang, the god of the health, will will look back what you have did when you're alive. So now, which area you have to go? No, it's actually we ourselves to control it, where we want to go, because like again, what we are doing now is the seed for our future effect. Okay. Next. Cyclic assistance offer opportunities for life to change and start anew. It allows the possibility of realizing one's aspiration and atoning. So I like how Venerable Master Shin's explained to us. We say that cyclic assistance is offer opportunities for life to change and start anew. So it's not something that again come back again, but it's actually start anew, to have a new start. Then even though we know that in our human realm, there's half world, half suffering and half happiness. But it's because of this, that's why we have the chance to cultivate. If we are too happy, then we never think of we want to cultivate. And if we are too suffer, we already too suffered. We already know, have the strength continue to cultivate. That's why Buddha, when he said the string, if we pull too hard, then it cannot. No, if too loose also cannot. So we have to go to the middle path. So I think in our human realm, it's just like a middle path. It's how we want to, we can determine how our life is going to be. Okay, and let's see first. Okay, so these questions, which of the following is not correct about cyclic assistance of the 3 time periods? Let's check. Amil, you want to try?
Yes, Shifu. I will answer. Which of the following is not correct about cyclic existence of the 3 time periods? I think. Hello, it's so challenging pala. I thought it was easy, but the words are framed in a challenging way. Okay, wait. Because initially I thought it's either B. Maybe it's B.
Sure.
Call a friend.
I'm not sure. Can I call Auntie Luisa?
What? Yes. Why?
Is it B? I'm not sure.
He's
B.
not confident with the answer.
Yeah, because
Which one?
Not correct.
with the question. Oh, not
I don't see
correct.
the screen.
Which?
A.
Is there a
Because I'm
screen?
confused with A and
Sharing.
C and
What
D.
is the
It's
question?
C.
Because
Teka lang, question. Here.
because letter D, life's process and extinction. If it's endless, there should not be extinction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe D, Shifu.
I cannot see the screen eh. I'm using
Ah.
a cell phone only.
Okay. So, okay, Auntie. Ano siya, Auntie?
Ano?
The question is, which of the following is not correct
Mhm.
about cyclic existence of the 3 time periods? A,
Mhm.
the beginningless and endless flow of life.
Mhm.
B, a punishment for our unwholesome karma.
Mhm.
C, a continuation of causes and effects resulting from our karma.
Mhm.
Letter D, life's process of formation, stability, decline, and extinction.
What is the
D.
question?
Maybe D. Can I change D?
Okay.
It's D.
Boy
Okay,
or
D.
donkey?
D.
Yeah, can I change to D after
D?
calling a friend?
You see the trick of the question. The answer
Yes,
is
Shifu. My first answer was B, but I think it's also D because there's extinction.
the answer is punishment for our unwholesome
So I
karma.
was correct. Oh
You
my
see?
gosh.
We rebirth is not because we come back for the punishment. What
No,
if
that's-
the person who doing wholesome deeds, they also will come rebirth again, right? So the cyclic existence is not because of the punishment.
Ah,
It's not
I
correct,
see.
ma.
But
Yeah.
Master, I have a question. In letter D, the way it reply, it reminds me of like it's like you know how they said Tuanchen. Is that like like after once life is dead, there's
Yeah.
extinction and that's it. Isn't that how it means
It's
for
like
letter
dead
D?
end Shifu, the letter D Shifu. It's like
Yeah,
dead
if
end.
your life process is formation of stability, there is no cyclic existence. That's how I understand letter D is.
Yeah, that's why it's a bit confusing, Shifu.
Like process of formation, stability, decline, and extinction.
Yeah. Because when we say extinction, it's gone.
That's it.
It's
Yeah, that's
extinct.
gone. That's it.
It will stop to exist.
So
But
there is no cyclic existence for letter D. That's how I understand it.
But between B and D, B still is, to me, still is totally wrong. While D, when you say extinction, if you know cyclic existence, after extinction, it goes around again. That's how I understand it.
Correct. So in terms of understanding the whole four points, the B is the most wrong. It's the wrongness of all.
because the concept of punishment. Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's
only
not relevant to
half of
the
it, right?
cyclic existence.
It's partly, but only half of it.
Yeah, because
Understand?
good has rewards.
Yes.
There's rewards also for wholesome deeds.
Yeah, so the B becomes incomplete by itself.
Because of the punishment. But D,
I think this one is saying the life have like suffering.
No, they
It's
got
like how
confused
I
with the
understand
word
this, like how they said
extinction.
that's Tuanchen, right? Sifu, that's what they call it in Buddhist term.
Oh.
How people believe that once after I die, there is no karma and that's it. There's no cyclic existence. It'll be the end of existence. But it's like that.
Yes. What we call in Guanzhen English? Like
Yeah.
the
station. No.
Luisa, what your
Yes, Master.
Guanzhen.
Tuanjian, no? 短见吗 short in a short
Short view.
vision
Sorry.
shorter vision in the 那个是短见是要怎么做呢 What's the sentence
就是师姐 once 如果我们往生没有往生啦，就是死后就是没有啦，就是 end of life， that's it。
extinct end
没
of
有
life
没有因果，没有往生，没有什么了，就
yeah
是 it's
Limited
like a
view.
candle
or
once you stop
limited,
once you're dead.
limited view.
Yeah.
There's no
my
rebirth.
end there's an end I think my answer is B my answer is B
I think Master is asking if you know how do we translate what Wanchen is in English.
短是 short right
Short,
is that the
yes,
short
yes. That's the
见
short
is
view.
the view or
View,
vision
yes.
or shorter vision in a shorter vision
Wait, let
短见
me use Google. Google.
This one.
But I guess if you really understand cyclic existence, you know that after extinction, you know these four, formation, stability, decline, extinction, and then formation again. So, I don't think it's a trick question, but then again, the B is you can say that
The incorrect answer.
incorrect among the four.
Yeah, maybe it's just because of the words that was used that it
Is
makes
that-
it so tricky.
Is that the fourth line? The letter D is that 行住什么坏空那个生什么坏空
陈述外公。
对吗
Yeah, I
Is that
think
the
something
one?
to do with the impermanent and suffering, because
Mhm.
think is, it will spoil and broken and all this. But this they explain in the sorry.
Letter B yung answer, Shifu. Letter B. Yeah. Maybe extinction of the body.
But it's life process. Yeah, correct.
Maybe it's the extinction of the body. Like
Right.
it is formed, it becomes stable, then it declines,
Yeah.
and then it becomes extinct.
Forfeit.
Because you
Yeah.
will not be the same Amiel with the same body in the next life. Because
Yeah.
there is cyclic existence.
Good,
OMG.
So this is the answer for this one.
Yes, Shifu.
Okay, what process does the throttling of dependent origination explain? So it's a cycle of birth and rebirth. So that's why we go again and again our lives.
Shifu, not dependent origination.
And then
Not letter C also.
dependence.
Yeah, letter C. It's like
See?
because of ignorance and because of the prior thing that you experienced, you get to go to the next level of the cyclic existence because it originates from the previous one. No, I'm just confusing myself. It's okay, Shifu, letter B.
No, you're confusing everyone.
Sorry. Yeah, because one thing originates from another. It's dependent whenever we get ignorant, then we get another problem.
You mean the answer why is it not C, is it?
Yeah, or if it's possible that C can also be answered. No.
C is not enough to explain the throttling of dependent origination, because the throttling of dependent origination is
The
like-
highlight.
yeah, it is like a cycle. Then dependent origination is part of the cycle of birth and rebirth. It still need many others causes and conditions. So dependent origination is just part.
Because Shifu, I can read here like the past, present, and future are cyclically connected. The 12 links of dependent origination continue in endless succession because affliction leads to action, which then leads to suffering, thus creating a feedback loop. Maybe I was just confused because of this in the book. Yeah.
Mhm. All right.
Anyway,
One more question. Which is a correct understanding of cause and effect? A. Wholesome deeds in this lifetime will eradicate all the bad karmas from previous life.
B.
B. Wholesome deeds in this lifetime will definitely bring good karmic effect to next lifetime. C. Wholesome and unwholesome action do not include spoken words or thought. I cannot read now from my side. Can someone continue?
I think it's another tricky question.
D is none of the above.
Oh, it's not of the above.
Maybe D. Emptiness. None of the above. But I think it's B, Shifu.
B again?
Again, B, because
I think B because you need the conditions still.
yeah. But the question there is, are
It's
you
a
sure you get
definite.
it in your next
Yeah,
lifetime?
definitely.
But that's another
Definite.
question. Are you sure you get the good karmic effect next lifetime or the
Yeah.
next after that?
So you
But
still
the
need the
concept is
condition.
B.
Mine is D.
Call a friend.
What is the answer? Tarang, tarang.
Yeah. Because A, it's like wholesome deeds in this lifetime. It's like we cannot really erase the seeds that we've planted.
That's the no conversion currency
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah. And letter C naman, it's more of, yeah, it's included in karma, spoken words and thoughts.
Thoughts,
So C is eliminated, A is eliminated. B
Okay,
and
yes,
D
B
are
and D.
left. If it's emptiness, it's D. If it's, I don't know, maybe B. For me, it's B. But we are not sure if it's in the next life.
Call a
This
friend.
is definite.
Call a friend.
Lilian, what do you think?
My answer is B, Venerable.
B?
Oh, B na, B. Let's go to B.
Armel, if it's B, pag if it's because if it's B, then definitely it's D because you know if B cancels out, then ABC is wrong, so it's none of the above.
Hello, D's answer. Hello.
Because it's the condition,
there's-
right, Master?
There's a mistake in the choice. Joke.
No,
It's definitely bring
the
good
key word
karmic
why B is
effect.
wrong, you know what?
Next lifetime.
The key word why B is wrong is the word
Definite.
definitely.
Yeah, it's definite.
Definitely.
Oh.
Because the wholesome deeds in this lifetime is not definitely in the next lifetime. It could be in the next, it could be in next lifetime.
Or it depends on the
Even be in this
condition.
lifetime.
Yeah.
I agree. So it should read, it will be more correct if we're saying good karmic effect to future lifetimes. So
Future.
it's more generic, it's not specific to the next lifetime. Because when you say, like Erwin was saying, it's not sure if you're going to reap your good retribution in the next lifetime. It can be in the next, right? So it's not definite. But here, letter B says next. It's very specific. So the last lifetime after this one.
It can even be this
I think
lifetime.
Or yeah, you
Right,
can say
right.
wholesome
Yeah.
deeds in this lifetime will definitely bring good karmic effect. Period.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, that's more.
That question is
I think
when.
that's more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Shifu, I think I'm back to the first step of the 12 links.
Welcome to the world. Welcome to the Sahara world.
I'm back to ignorance, number 1. Now I am having mental formation. What's wrong? Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So those are a few questions. I think nine questions from 9 question plus 3. So 12 questions for these few topics. Today we cover 6 topics. Again, I think if you already understood the principle for the causes, condition, and effect, and then we can continue to think of, do not confuse. Like I worship to the Buddha and then I ask for good result. And after that, I do nothing. Definitely will not happen. This happened to me when I was young. I always offer incense to Buddha every night and then I ask, please bless me. I want to have good result for this semester. And then after that, I didn't do any revision. Of course, I will not have any good result. So from there, I learned and I learned smart after. This do not work, and then I could not go and blame Buddha. I say, hey, how come I really pray to you every night, and after that you didn't bless me to have a good result? I have to ask myself why you didn't do revision after school, or why you didn't do revision properly before the exam. I have to be the one who answer this, not Buddha.
So you have a little wisdom, Sapo, because if it's ignorance, Sapo, you will go and blame the Buddha.
I got the little wisdom after I got the very bad result. What if I have the wisdom before I got the result? Before I sit for the exam. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Next week we continue to cover four topics. Four topics, I think. So I think every time when I don't know about Irvin, but for myself, I prepare this review topics. I feel very stressed. It seems like I'm the one who sit for the exam. Then I always think, how come last time when I sit for exam, nobody do the revision like this for me?
Yeah, it's a bit more difficult to discuss a lot of topic at the same time. To prepare for a lot of topic at the same time.
But I appreciate for this opportunity. Because of this opportunity also, I have the chance to go through everything, and then I found, like for example, the causes, condition, and effect. There's already principle with it, and then we do not confuse it, the things that we thought, before. Every time we have to go back. Oh, this is the effect we see, and then we have to learn to see the other 3Ds, the causes and condition. Then have to always remember, if the condition is not right, then you cannot get the effect you want. So you don't expect this effect you want, then after that you didn't plan your seed properly, or you didn't have the right condition, so definitely will not have the good result as what you wanted.
But Master, we really find this very, very useful, especially in our part in cultivation, because even though we don't really have flows, but we have different topic, which I find is very, very important in learning Buddhism. And that's the reason why sometimes I would just bring up some questions, because basically I get questions that's related to the topic. So I find it really help, although we're talking about all different topics, but they all revolves around very important knowledge, like FAQs, frequently asked questions in Buddhism, that's why. So I really thank you very much, Venerable Masters. Amitabha.
Amitabha. Thank you also to always bring out questions. So we also think of it. Oh yeah, yes. This is actually connect to each other, and it's actually linked. So with this revision also, we try. I appreciate how the group of Venerable Miao Guang, they managed to link everything, like this Chinese and English translation for the Buddha Dhamma, for the topic arrangement, the sequence is different. For English, they are really think of how the sequence is, so that it will relate to each other. And also easy for us to have the study group, like we go every week, each topic different in sequence, so that we understand, past week we discussed about this, and now we discuss this, and then the next week we will discuss about the one. So your mind also can link to the topics, right? And if you read on the Chinese, it's different. It's like jump, and then you have to look for it. But I think it is also how we say, because English is the next version, and the what do you call, they have chance to improve, just like the thing of dependent origination. Maybe this lifetime we didn't do it well, so next lifetime we can have better. So the English version is the next life for the previous life of the Chinese version. All right.
Yeah, improvement already.
Yeah, improvement. Sure. Okay. So I think we have our dedication on merits for now. Thank
Yes.
you so much, and see you next week. Again, to remind, if you haven't signed up for the Buddhist exam, please sign up, and we will sit the exam together. No worry, do not feel stressed. We will do the revision with you every week, and you can have open book in case you forgot the answer.
Can we
The
answer it
important-
together,
The
Master?
important is not the score. The important is the initiative
Yes.
for us to learn and the
If
Buddhism.
who can I register in another age bracket? The one that I am teaching right now. It's easier. Can I go
Class?
10 to 14?
What group are you teaching?
7 to 9, 10 to
Children class.
14, 10 to 13. It's easier. No confusion, like
No tricky question, but, but,
no
but it's
tricky
like
question.
it's like you have to describe, right?
Yeah, like true or false, then crossword puzzle. Yeah. And then sometimes we need to explain some concepts.
Please,
Galing ni Amiel. He's good, ah.
I think, yeah, Miss Cheryl C. Yeah, Nicholas C. is my student in that session.
Yeah, my two daughters is always absent. I will tell them.
Teacher Amir is taking attendance.
Yeah.
Okay, Shifu.
Their mother is always planning things on Sunday.
Yeah, 12 links of dependent discussion and attendance.
I think there are two daughters. Is in Rayan's class.
Yeah, the Chinese one.
Brother
Different group.
Yeah, it's at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Teens class.
Teens
Teens class. Rayan and me.
Okay.
They attended last week.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we'll have the dedication of merits, and please turn on your video after this so we can take photos of more people. Palms join. Thank you very much. Anybody else wants to turn on your video? So we'll have more people. Don't be ashamed. You're doing good deeds. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more with lotus flower.
Planting good seed to be Buddha in the future.
Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you po.
Thank
Amit po.
Good night.
Bye. Good
Thank
night.
you, Master.
Bye.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Amit po.
Bye-bye.
Bye.